Welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM here on a Monday. Of course, let's head up to our friends up in Sydney in particular. Of course, being with the Hornsby District Softball Association. Of course, they won the 23s and under women's state titles about 2-3 weeks ago now. And of course, we've got most of the team join us right now to tell us a bit about it. Thanks all you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Hi.
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 No worries. Well, I'll get each of you to introduce yourselves. And for the players in particular, what position were you playing when you were fielding?
Well, my name's Hannah and I was catching.
I'm Tierney and I was pitching to Hannah.
I'm Amy and I was left field.
I'm Annie and I was playing second base.
I'm Maddie and I was playing first and right field.
And I'm and I was third base.
I'm Molly and I was DP.
I'm Alice and I was the head coach.
And I'm Paige, I was the assistant coach.
So tell us a bit about the state championships minus the finale.
Well, it was a bit of a different format this year, which was really exciting. We got to play all of the teams in a round robin, and then it was the top two made it into the finals. Usually we play like pools where we're divided into two different pools and you don't get to play all the associations. But this year we actually got to play everyone. So we had 7 round games leading up to the final, and it was fun getting to play all of the teams because usually you miss out on a few.
The finale, you played Cumberland, Nepean, am I correct? Yep. How nerve-wracking was that?
I know personally it was very nerve-wracking. We have definitely been in that position before and it has not been the best outcome. So I'm sure everyone was a little bit nervous to go into that final, but we knew that we had it and that we could trust ourselves to get us there.
Yeah, we played them earlier in the day and went down in the round game. So we played them, I think, 2 games before the final, and we lost that game. So going into it, we were kind of on the back foot, but I think that gave us a bit of more motivation to pull through in the final.
Also very nerve-wracking. It's my first time head coaching, so that was the most nervous thing about it, I think. Nerve-wracking thing about it. But everyone stayed really calm, and I think the girls trusted themselves quite a lot, and I trusted them. So it was, we got ahead pretty early in the game, so that was quite comforting. But yeah, very nerve-wracking, and we got a great result. So,
and I think, like Hannah said as well, because we played Cumberland 2 games prior, I think there was a bit of strategy from Alice and our coaching staff to make sure that we played strategically in that game to get us into the final, and then also to play the final against that team that we just lost to 2 games prior. So it was a great job by Alice as a debutante head coach.
Thanks, Paige.
Now, I'm assuming that you batted first. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yep. Was there any moment when you were fielding that you went, okay, we've got this?
I think up until the very last innings, we were holding our breath every pitch. So there was always that scary chance where they were going to come back, but I think it just made it more exciting.
Yeah, they're a very good team, so there is that chance that they were going to bring it back and keep challenging. So we had to make sure we stayed strong throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, we were definitely just trying to take it pitch by pitch, not wanting to look too far in advance, just wanting to keep it simple and do what we do best.
Was it a relief or celebration once that final out happened?
Pure celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of relief.
Yeah,
a lot of relief. Yeah, the stress was finally gone because I was freaking out.
Yeah, me and Tierney between the innings, we were hyperventilating in the dugout, but it was
But once it was done, it felt really good. Yeah, and a lot of relief.
Yeah.
Now, I can see one of your other teammates just joined us as well, which I'll get her to introduce herself and what position she played on the field when you were fielding.
Sorry. So my name's Rachel, and
I didn't play the grand final, but when I was on the field, I played left field. But I was happily being benchy in the grand final. It was a bit stressful, but I knew the girls had it in the bag, so that's what I played.
I'll bring everyone back in for this next question, which is who got to hold the shield first?
That would be Hannah and I. Yeah, we got to hold the shield first.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to go up and be presented the shield and hold it up nice and proud.
So I need to ask both of you then, how good was it to hold the shield first before you had a chance to give it to your teammates?
I think that it felt really good only because it's been a long time since we've been able to hold that shield. And so not only did we do it for ourselves, we did it for our team, and being able to hold there in the end and have something physically to show what we've worked towards was really nice.
Yeah, I know from my perspective, like when it got presented to us and we looked back at the girls and everyone was so excited to get their hands on it, and it just made it so exciting.
So I'll ask the rest of the team, including the coaches, how good was it to hold the shield, and did any get a chance to kiss on it?
I didn't want to kiss it necessarily. I don't know where that's been, that shield. But I was lucky enough to stay with it the first night. But it was really great to hold for that one night, and yeah, it felt really good. And we'll get it back next year, so that's even more exciting.
We were saying like it felt really good holding it. Like we've never won a grand final and we haven't played in a grand final together before, so it felt so good finally winning one and being able to celebrate and take lots of photos with it.
I would also say like having a look at who won in the past, and there was never a Hornsby district softball team on that what is it called, trophy. So it was really cool to see that we were going to be the next one that would be on there for years to come.
It felt really good because we've been so close so many times to get to that grand final, and to finally hold it and just be like, we've done it. Like, and it as Molly said, like it's on there forever, and we can proudly say that Hornsby won 23s.
When I went to, funny enough, your opponents, when they won their 17s, obviously they still had the shield, which they apparently had to get engraved. But do you have the shield at the moment?
Oh, I did have the shield. I did have it, but I literally dropped it off this afternoon.
But that means Rachel will have it then.
That's so true. Rachel, you probably have it.
Oh my God, I'm at uni, guys.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah.
No,
sorry.
I don't. I had to give it back so it can get engraved. So
I have the medal.
Yes, we have the medals. There we go.
We have the medals.
Great segue, Hannah, to my next question about the medals for all you to answer, which is how long did you wear your medals around your necks for, and did any of you sleep with it? And then the second part, did you get a chance to bite on your medal, and if so, was it pure gold on the day?
I definitely slept in mine. Always, I have both times I've won it. I feel like you have to. It shows that it means something to you.
I did not sleep with mine. I did keep it on until I went to bed though, and we all did get a chance to bite that medal, and we made sure we took a photo while we did, just to make sure.
Mine was next to the bed. I did wear it the whole way home though, and all the way through dinner. But yeah, it sat next to my bed, and I proudly was looking at it before I went to sleep. It was a very, very special moment to have that sitting right there.
I just want to say the last time I won a state championships, which was back in 2008, which was a long time ago, they didn't even give out medals when you won. You got a patch. So for me, this was the first time I got a gold one. I've got a silver one, but yeah, this was the first time I got a gold one. So that was pretty exciting.
I have to ask the players this question. Be very careful how you answer it. Tell us about your amazing two coaches here in this call.
They did an amazing job, especially shout out to Alice, who was her first time head coaching a team. She did so well. And Paigey, always amazing. And we had Deb as well, who's not on the call, but special mention.
I felt like they were really supporting throughout the whole weekend, and they tried really hard to make sure we believed in ourselves like they believed in us. So that was really nice. And then having them all coach together was really lucky because it doesn't happen a lot. And then obviously being Alice's first head coach job, that was really exciting to be able to pull out the win for her.
I also have to say that we did have this like AA meeting and Paige's promises. So the AA meeting was Alice's affirmations. So even last year when we had a different coach, she was our assistant coach, we had affirmations from Alice every game that told us to believe in ourselves and to say that we're actually a team, we can do this. And they were literally written every single game, a new one. I don't know how she wrote all of them and came up with all of them. But they all allowed us to believe in ourselves and to be like, yeah, we can actually do this. We can actually hit the ball. We can actually work together. We can actually do all of this as a team, as Hornsby.
Anyone else want to add to that before I ask Alice that question about the affirmation?
Oh gosh.
I really loved having Alice, Paige, and Deb. They were always there, like they were always giving us feedback. If we had a pretty bad at bat and we went to talk to them, they would tell us exactly what we did wrong and how we can apply it. And they were just amazing coaches, and they were supporting us the whole weekend. Like if one of us had dropped our heads, like they were always supportive, and so was the whole team. So it was really good to have such supportive coaches. And I think without them, I don't think we would have won the championship.
Okay, Alice, tell us, what was your best affirmation that you gave the team?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. There's so many affirmations. I've had multiple like state champs the last month, so I don't know how many affirmations I've given. I can't really think of the best one, but I mean, majority of them, like Molly said, were all about teamwork really and being positive. So that was our kind of drive on the weekend. And yeah, I just wanted to make sure that the girls, did believe in themselves. Like Molly said, I believed in them, Paige believed them, but Debbie did. So it's nice to hear that it helped. And I'll continue doing them forever. The affirmations, AA meetings will continue.
Alice and Paige, I need to ask you this. As coaches, was this the best team that both of you have coached? Really questions that sounds.
They're all on the call, so we have to say yes, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No, but I think the difference this weekend compared to other teams, I've coached many teams for Hornsby, is that sometimes we just lose that steam. And I feel like this weekend we kept going the whole weekend, and it was tough. Like Hannah said, we had to play every team, and that doesn't happen. So that was 7 games straight, plus the grand final, making it 8. So they really had to tough it out. And I think one of the other big differences was team batting. Everyone participated. No one tried to hit the fence or over the fence. Everyone did a team bat, got grass, moved people around, scored the runs, and that was the main difference, I think, this weekend. So well done, everyone. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Agree with Paige. It definitely is one of the, I mean, yeah, as head coaching for my first time, it was such a great team to be a part of. Everyone was so, I don't know, positive all weekend. And yeah, it was definitely one of my favorite teams to coach. One of.
That's good. Ground them, Alice.
It's pretty up there. It's pretty up there, but you know.
Which is, where did the love of softball start, and what does it mean to be part of Hornsby?
I think most of us have been playing since we were only a few years old. So I know personally I started when I was 4 at Hornsby playing T-ball. And it's just, playing for Hornsby is just the most rewarding experience. We have such great friendships and such a family sense and a community at Hornsby, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
I know for me that softball is a really large part of my life, and it has been for a long time. And I also started when I was 4, but I didn't start at Hornsby. And I don't think if I didn't go to Hornsby, I'd still be playing as competitively as I am right now. So that was really good for me, and I'm really grateful for the community that is there, that was able to help me believe in myself and be able to achieve more than I thought I'd be able to.
I started playing softball a few years ago, and I decided to go to Hornsby, and I think it was the best decision I've made. The sense of community and welcomingness and friendships I've got from Hornsby has been the best decision. So Hornsby's definitely such a big part of softball. And yeah, it's great club.
I also didn't start my softballing at Hornsby. I moved to Hornsby later in life, and yeah, like Tioni said, I also don't think I'd continue playing softball if it wasn't for Hornsby. All these girls make playing softball so much more worth it, and yeah, I love being at Hornsby. Everyone's really, really awesome.
For me, I played softball because my whole family did. My mum played it when she was in high school and then just moved on, and then me and my sister both played. She was supposed to be in the team, but unfortunately was away. But I think also I was also at another team, I was actually playing for Cumberland a couple of years ago, and I felt like Hornsby actually supported me more than what another team did, because they were more my family. They were more who I wanted to be with and have fun with. So yeah.
I can add to this. Hornsby does mean a lot to me. I'm a past committee member, life member of Hornsby, so it will be with me for life. But I think what all the girls have said, it's such a great association that we have. Everyone plays for each other, even though a lot of the people on this call play at different clubs at our local summer comp. But when we come together, everyone has fun. Everyone knows each other. We're all friends. So I think that's what really makes Hornsby so great, is that it's just the best for the sport. It's not individually driven, it's for a team sport, and that's what everyone does. So it's a great thing to be a part of.
I also grew up around the sport. Like, my older siblings played softball and my brother played baseball, and I've been around softball literally my whole life. I've made so many friendships. Like, so many of the older girls like Hannah and Amy have been like my older sisters around the sport, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, Hornsby's been an amazing spot for me to play softball at, and I think growing up playing it has just they've really shaped who I am, and it's been an amazing experience.
Yeah, softball's been a massive part of my life. It's been the sport that I chose from a young age. I wasn't as young as T and Hannah, but I was the first person in my family to decide to play softball. And then eventually started dragging in other family members to play softball. But Hornsby's been the best thing that ever happened to me. Without Hornsby, I wouldn't have been gone on and played internationally or played for the state and stuff like that. And I know Tioni can attest to this as well. If it wasn't for Hornsby, it wouldn't have happened. So yeah.
I think all the girls did a really good job at kind of summarizing what Hornsby means to all of us. I think it's more than just a sport. It's a family. It's where you go to kind of escape things that are happening in your life. And for example, Hannah, we won the state champs together. She was my first friend at softball. So I think it's really cool, and it's pretty a full circle moment to then go on and win a state champs with her. But yeah, I'm forever grateful for all the people that I met through softball, because yeah, they're just our family now. So yeah, it's pretty special to be a part of.
So my mum is rep convener Janelle, and she played softball when she was really young, and it bled into me and my sister. So I actually played with Amy at Greenway Giants when we were younger, and Maddie and Annie were the first people I met when I moved to Hornsby, and I think Maddie was 5 or something, so from a very young age. So it's always been very important in our family. And to play for Hornsby, it's like coming home after a long time. You know everyone, and everyone gets along, and it's such a special bond to have, because we're all got each other's backs, and we're all just, family is the best way to describe it. It's just natural calm. So that's how I think.
So we'll finish with a couple of lighthearted questions about the team, which is, who's the comedian, the best singer, and the best dancer on the team?
Me.
Alice is the best dancer. She likes the whip.
I think Molly takes out best singer, the jukebox over here.
True. Yeah.
She will come out with the most random songs out of nowhere.
And repeating them.
And over and over. Start a little a cappella sing session in the dugout.
Agreed.
I think for comedian, I think we're all pretty funny. Maybe we all have the same sense of humor. But I think we all are quite funny, and we all crack each other up. If it's getting a bit serious during a game, we'll always have a little giggle. Or, but yeah, no, I think we're all pretty funny. Maybe I'm biased, but I think we are.
Sorry, Molly. I need to ask you this as a follow-up to Hannah's answer before. What was the most random song that that you played?
Honestly, I actually can't remember. They're just like random. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, they just.
I think I heard you singing Cotton Eye Joe at one point.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. I think like I was doing Starships one time.
Wasn't there a Natasha Bedingfield song that?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Random ones that no one cares about anymore.
Yeah. Random ones that would get stuck in my head, and I would just keep repeating the same like 4 words, the only words of the song that I know over and over again.
And that's stuck in everyone else's head. We're all singing along.
Word, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then the word, like, you ever played like song association? Like, you find that word and you find it in a song. I literally would just start singing that song, and I'm like, oh, it just gets in my brain.
The team have a pre-game superstition, ritual, or routine?
Not really.
I think we were superstitious that we had to bat every game.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we did have to
Yeah.
bat. We
And
had
the
our
affirmation.
affirmations. Yeah, the affirmations were definitely routine. But other than that, not really.
No. I think the batting was the biggest one. Like we batted from the start, and then we started batting every game. So
Yeah.
And I
And every
think
team.
sorry, Annie, I was just going to say, didn't Maddie also have to toss as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bit superstitious.
She kept winning the tosses, so we had to keep making her do the tosses.
I actually did lose a lot, but the other teams always wanted to field. So
Yeah. They thought we were weird wanting to bat.
I also
Like, they
know
want to bat.
between-
They want to
sorry.
bat.
I also know between some of the girls there was like a special, a lucky Band-Aid or a lucky lolly that had to get passed around. When
there was
Yeah.
it was an unused Band-Aid. It was just a little princess one that I bought Isabel on the first day, and then we won our first game like 18-0. So we just kept using the Band-Aid.
And the Band-Aid was safe hits. So
Yeah.
we shared it around and then everyone started hitting. So the Band-Aid,
The Band-Aid worked.
it was a team member.
Us being like, we're not superstitious. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
lucky Band-Aid.
At least it was unused. It was not used.
I'm glad you clarified that. I'm glad you clarified was not unused. So actually, sorry, I need to ask this as well with that Band-Aid. Where is it now?
Oh, where is it?
Stop.
Oh.
Who had the most embarrassing moments during the state?
Molly.
Molly.
Molly did.
It's on film.
Yeah. Do you know, Will, what happened? Because it sounds like that was a staged question.
I have no idea. I just saw the reaction and then stopped.
Molly, would you care to share?
Okay. I we were playing the grand final, and I was up to bat, and it was a drop third strike, and I went to run and face planted on the floor in front of everyone. I have battle scars from it. Got up and started laughing because I didn't want to like seem really like embarrassed, and then went straight into the dugout and started crying. But literally, like, we had a tournament on the weekend, and every single person I went up to was like, "Oh, how was your trip?" And I was like, "Oh, thanks." That's all I'm known for at softball, so
Can confirm it was a very hard thud on the ground.
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone asked me why did I trip over, and I said, I don't know. I think my brain was just going a lot faster than my legs, and Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Molly. I need to ask you this as a follow-up. I'm assuming that wasn't caught on camera, was it?
Mm.
It was
It
on the
was.
live stream.
Oh no.
But I'm pretty sure it like cuts out just before, like you can't actually see me fall, but like you can see the aftermath of like me trying to get up.
Oh. Sorry, I had to ask you that, Molly, but I was hoping it wasn't caught on camera, so I wasn't going to be able to watch it back
Oh, cool.
later. So
It's maybe because I had a song stuck in my head.
and then the last one is anyone can answer this, which is for anyone that should head up to Hornsby to get involved in softball. How can they go about it?
Well, we host a summer competition on a Saturday that ranges from juniors to open ladies grade. So we have kids aged 4 all the way up to 90-year-olds playing softball, maybe not quite, but almost. We play at Galston, and there's lots of opportunities for any kind of skill, any experience to come and have a hit and have a laugh with all the Hornsby girls. So if you ever want to reach out and play with us, then check us out on Facebook or Instagram and send us a message or send us an email, and we can definitely find a place for you in the family.
And Hannah, do you want to plug social?
Oh, yeah.
Softball Sangers?
We do have a Friday night social comp running for 6 weeks in October called Softball and Sangers, which is a fun, very non-competitive, social, modified softball rules event that's open to players aged 15 and above, 16 and above, and that can be just for whoever wants to come and try something new. I know it's always fun to try a new sport, and it can be as competitive or non-competitive as you want. Free sausage sanger at the end of each night. So that's running in October, which will be coming out on our Facebook and Instagram very soon too.
Okay. I might see if I can head up to Sydney then and head up
yes,
to
please.
check that out myself, I think.
Yeah.
Tierney, you can pitch to him.
Well, thank you so much for getting up some of your time joining us. Congratulations on winning, of course, the state title. Well deserved, and especially being your Northwest rivals in Cumberland, Nepean, and hopefully next year you can make it back to back in 23s.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No worries. And that's the Hornsby Softball Association, 23 state champions in the softball side of things, of course, being Cumberland and Nepean in the state title finale a couple of weeks ago. There's more on the Smash Sport Show right after this. Don't go away. Here on the 15th year celebration.